So we're just going to do a basic meditation for kind of grounding the body and feeling more centered. So go ahead and, if you have a bolster or a block at home, you can take that and put it under your pelvis, even a pillow. So we've got a couple blankets stacked here. We're going to do that. And ideally, if you're going to do it seated up, put yourself up against the wall so you feel the support of the wall. So he's going to take the bolsters all the way back to the wall. And then trying to get the very top of the sacrum to feel like it's resting on the wall. And then the legs are just crossed in a comfortable position so that it feels like the inner thighs can just kind of drop towards the floor as the spine lengthens towards the sky. And go ahead and take your palms and place them down on your knees or your thighs. And just with the palms down, just kind of focusing into that space between the hands and the legs. So take an inhale breath and just notice where you're at with the inhale. Exhale out through the mouth. Inhale, holding the breath at the top. And as you exhale, imagine exhaling out through your palms, down into the legs. Next, inhale breath, pull the air in and down through the nose, down into the lowest part of your belly. Pausing, notice the tension in the jaw, the neck, the face. Try to soften it as you exhale. Draw the exhale breath out a little bit longer, without losing that lift of the spine up against the wall. Inhaling as low as you can into your low belly. Try to breathe down into your sits bones, being supported. And as you exhale out through the mouth, empty the breath and elongate that exhale breath. 2 more. Inhale. Try to breathe up under your armpits, up into the side of your waist. Pausing. With your eyes closed, and just focus the attention between your eyebrows. So continue to breathe, but just putting your attention right between the eyebrows. Notice any tension there. And trying to feel that space just kind of spread and mold a little bit wider. Feel the space between the temples. Feeling like you could just slowly start to open in that region of the body and start to open and spread wider between the temples. And draw your attention to the root of the jaw. Just notice if the molars are touching in the back and seeing if you can let the molars just kind of soften away from each other. And then so through that space of the softness between the eyes, the temples, the softness of the jaw, see if you can start to take the very base of your skull, the very back, lower part of the brain, start to lift it up and back into the wall behind you. And keeping that lifted, go back to your breathing into your belly. And just trying to keep that space at the back of the brain really soft and lifted. Just noticing the effects of just changing the posture a little bit and noticing the changes of tension in the face and the jaw, how that kind of can trickle down into the rest of the body and create maybe a different sensation than when you started a few minutes ago. And so just ever so gently, with the eyes closed, imagine like you're looking up towards the sky just with your eyes, so your head won't change. Just take your eyes like you're looking up towards your eyebrows, and then take the eyes down towards your cheekbones. And then looking neutral with the eyes closed, take your eyes along the horizon as far as you can to the right. And take your eyes as far as you can to the left. And then coming back to center, take an inhale breath. Try to feel like the eyes are in the center of those spaces that you just looked up, down, side to side. And if your eyes could gaze back towards the wall behind you, kind of observing that space. Let the tops of the shoulders get a little heavier. Let the sits bones root a little bit deeper. And your next inhale breath, try to allow the body to open up to the breath rather than the breath trying to be forced into the body. So let the body just gently open up on your next inhale. Feel the expansion wherever it's willing to go. And then as you exhale, empty out completely and try to empty out through all the parts of the body without creating tension around the skull, the eyes, the jaw. 3 more breaths here. Inhale, let your breath expand into your hands, your feet. And as you exhale, trying to soften somewhere that feels like there's still holding. Nice rhythmic inhale breath, a pause, and then a rhythmic exhale breath. Once more, drawing out the inhale, pausing at the top, and drawing out the exhale as long as you can take that exhale, as empty as comfortably possible. And then with the eyes closed, just let your breath be what it is. And try to just feel the back of that brain once more, lifting a little bit taller over the sits bones. Feel the spine lengthen up the wall. And can you let your shoulders just plant down a little bit heavier onto your thighs? Notice the sounds in the room around you as they change. Without identifying each sound as a particular something, just try to notice the vibration of each sound as it changes. And then notice the sounds maybe outside of the room that you're in. And then see if you can notice the silence amongst all the sounds. Like that quiet space that's just there. And when things get very loud and hyper and there's a lot of chaos moving around you, try to find that space where you can hear the silence. And notice what that feels like in your body. And coming back to this place whenever you feel it necessary. Taking your thumbs and rubbing the index finger and thumb together. Rubbing the thumb and the middle finger together. Just feeling the sensation between the fingertips and then the ring finger. And then the pinky finger and thumb. And then bring your hands into little fist, joint by joint. Take an inhale. Exhale, let your hands open. One more time, little fist, joint by joint. Squeezing that tension together in the hands, like you're squeezing lemons. And then as you exhale, let the hand open, let them soften. And gently blink the eyes open. Namaste.